everyone, and welcome to Pelletier Craft Studio. It's Tuesday night, so it's time for our tips and tricks. I hope you're getting your cooking done because you can watch crafting while you're cooking and have fun. And then after you finish cooking, let the kids do the dishes while you go in the craft room and craft the things that you've seen here tonight. So, first thing I want to tell you is that we're going to do something by a new company. This company's name is This Calls for Confetti, and it does. You're going to watch us do a hot foil plate tonight, and we're going to be doing some stenciling and die cutting. So we got a busy night ahead of us. What do you say? Let's get busy. So as you can see, I got a busy crafting table here. That's because I've got all of my great stuff out. These are the stencils. This is the die that we will be using. If I can pick it up. Can't pick it up. What the heck? Here you go. This is the matching dies that we'll be using. And this, my friend, is the plates. Now, you can either use these plates on hot foil or you can use them on better press. Tonight, we're going to do a little better press. I just love better press. It's like my favorite thing in the world to do. Let me push this computer back a little bit so we don't go banging it up when we're doing this. Now remember, whenever you're doing your better press, you want to be sure that you put your paper in the right place. Now I've cut my watercolor paper a little bit big. That was done on purpose. And that's so I'd have a little bit of extra room to do things in. And it also means that I'm going to have some space when I do my die cutting. I don't have to jam everything up in one corner. Now, I have put my pieces on here, and notice I'm bigger than the A2, so it would have been okay if I'd have gone outside the A2, but I chose not to, and there is a very good reason for that. So I have put my heart, which when we're working on this, you're not going to even recognize it as a heart. I've used the word love, and I've used the word hello. Now, I decided that I want to do my heart in black. I'm using black memento. So I'm just going to pat it down. Remember, people, that when you're doing your better press, you do not have to use the better press inks. You can use any ink that you got in your craft room. Now, I particularly love to use this memento because memento for me is kind of the go-to ink when I'm doing something. But I didn't want my love and my hello to be in
Cindy Lubby.
Bye, Cindy. Bye, Cindy. Bye, Cindy. Okay, there you go. All right, so Cindy's gone. She probably doesn't know what time it is. She's probably off playing somewhere. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my grape. This is Be Grateful, and it's by Altenew. It's one of my favorite grape colors. I hope Cindy wasn't trying to tell me I'm not on the air. Somebody tell me if I'm on the air. Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, so here we go. We're going to leave this like this. I want to come back, put my plate on. Remember, it has that cute little magnet system. The better press is just one of those machines that you just absolutely cannot mess up on. All you got to do, well, it helps if you have your back piece down. But all you got to do is put it on here. And ladies, if you don't take it off and it doesn't do what you want it to do, you can do it again, just like you can with any positional tool that you have. All right, so let's take a look, see what we got and what we want to do to it. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. I got a little something on my love, yeah. So let's do the love a little bit darker, since I got something on it, okay? So here we go. And you notice how I am not being... Oh, I just moved it. Heck, fire. All right, so since I moved it, let's go ahead and really move it. Because we know we got room to do that, right? All right, so here we go. I don't think I need to do my flower anymore. I'm going to just tap, 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 tap. And like I said, because I moved it, I'm going to put it in a different place altogether and do it as if I were doing it for the first time. All right? So my card itself isn't going to get moved, just my dies. See, there's all kinds of tricks to doing this. It just start off with a card that's bigger than what you actually need. Now I've rolled it through again. Let's see how that purple did this time. Oh dear, I really did mess up. I put my card in upside down. Oh well, we're going to call that one trash. Good thing I have another card over here. Remember, I'm using watercolor paper. And let me just say that you don't have to use a cotton paper with this. You can use a watercolor. So there we go. And here we go. I tell you what I think I'm going to do too. While I'm already having to go to the restart plan, I'm going to take my alcohol bottle. Now remember, this is just regular ink. So I could have easily done this with water. But I just like, if I'm going to do something, I just like going ahead and clean it up. And alcohol will do that. So you see I've moved all my plates around. I got everything in the wrong place. What the heck? Alright, so we're going to just start this baby over. So if I wasn't live, I'll tell you what I'd be doing right now. I'd be stopping it, deleting it, and starting over. But we are live, so we can't do that. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to grab my Be Grateful refill, and I'm going to refill this. Because I got a feeling that's what it is. I use this one all the time. All the time. There we go. Alright, now, let's see what happens. We know that we want to put our memento on here. So we're going to come back in here and put our memento. Now remember, this could be a hot foil plate, so I really could do this in hot foil, but I want to do a better press. I just love the better press. Sorry guys, I just do. The other thing that I like about the better press is that everything doesn't have to be so dark. You can come in here and do it very light and it will still come out gorgeous. Alright, so let's see if we can make this hello and love a little bit darker this time. Alright, let's get our paper on here. I'm not sure if I got it darker or not. Trying to do this in 2 inches of space. I mean, I got a big old desk here, but I got lots of stuff on it. I don't bet you girls don't craft like that, do you? Oh, I do. I work myself into a little bitty hole. There you go. But I still want that love to be darker. Dang it. Go straight down, straight up, Elaine, so you don't move it. There you go. Let's touch up the plate just a little bit. Should have taken this. So let's see now. We want to put this down right this time, right? If we don't, I'm going to just quit and go home. Make sure I got this right. I think I do. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We're going to roll it through one more time. Alrighty. And you know what? I'm going to put my machine up and feel like confident that we got it right this time. Okay. Let me get my little self back up here in the chair before I fall out. Oh, yeah. I still messed up my love. I must have moved it again. But that's okay. We can use something else. We're not going to worry about this. So I'm going to pull this off. And I do love working on my glass top. Yes, I love working with a mat that is sticky, a sticky mat. And I love the one that I have from Altenew. And you know what, girls? This is one of the best things about a sticky mat is that they don't have to be tons expensive. You can get a sticky mat that's not, I guess the word I'm trying to say, not really expensive, and use it over and over again. This is one that I have been using, and don't ask me why, but it's a force of habit. Just leave the tape there. But I got my sticky mat going on too. There we go. Alright, now we're going to do some of our stenciling. So these stencils have the name wrote up in the bottom corner. Excuse me, it's in the top corner. And I'm not sure that you can see it, but it says This calls for confetti. And then it goes heart balloons. Now let's see. I want to make sure that I had it right the first time. All right, so let's jump on here and get some coloring done. As you can see, it works very nicely here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I am really partial to my Altenew blenders. And I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know. They work for me. So I'm going to put the blue with the blue and the purple with the purple because that's the color we're going to do these flowers in this time. All right, so here we go. I want the purple to be at the top. So I'm starting off with my purple at the top. I'm just kind of making a little bit of a color shading here because I'm going to be doing some multiple shadings on all of these. And if you're not used to doing multiple shadings, they're fun and they're easy to do, okay? Especially when you're using the right brushes and when you're using the right colors. Color does make a difference in this. And I slid. There. Oh, I slid again. Might have if I stickied it down, wouldn't it? All right, now she's stuck. But yeah, I do love it when my colors come out and I get to use the different colors. And I do enjoy it. I think it's great. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to put some of this Ride the Waves blue at the bottom. And there we go. And I'm going to come back with the Ride the Wave blues at the bottom of each one of them. And notice how I'm blending them up. That's because I want it to be darker at the bottom, but I also want it to be a little bit lighter. I want it to blend up halfway. So there you go. See how pretty this is turning out? All right, so now I've got to move my inks up a little bit because I want to use these two. And I do like to go back and make sure that these are going to match for me. Now this time I still have the blue in my hand, so why not start with the blue? It really doesn't matter which way you go. Some people think you have to go top to bottom. Some people think you have to go bottom to top. Personally, I just go with it. But I think you girls know that about me. If you were with us for the weekend or this weekend, my gosh, you girls were just tons and tons of fun. Check out our site, both on Facebook, and you're going to get to see some of the cards that we did. They were absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to tell you that the one that I'm doing right now, we have this in our craft room, like right now. So at the bottom of the link, it's going to tell you how you can find these pieces on our site. Isn't that gorgeous? I want to trim this up just a little bit because the last thing I hate is little white spots in between my petals. So we're going to come back and move it over and trim it up a little bit. And I want to trim up the top of this one. I got purple? Yeah, I got purple. Okay. And then I want to trim up the top of this one. Don't ask me why this happens, but it happens to me all the time. And that's fine. We can just go back and fix it. It's really not that big of a deal. And it doesn't take that much to do it, especially when you're working with stencils. There we go. Woo! I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so that's stencil number 1. Now let's come back and grab stencil number 2. Now stencil number 2 is going to have the greenery in this, so I obviously don't need these blues anymore. So I put the blues away. I mean, who are we kidding? You do not want me grabbing it when I'm trying to do greenery. And I don't see my cap for my purple right now, but we'll find it. It always comes up. You know what they say, things come out in the wash. Alright, so this time I'm going to be using Ola, and I'm also going to be using Forest Green. Now, one of the things I can tell you about these two colors is that I mix them up with the same brush. So I'm going to come back in here and do the one that I want to do first, which in this case is going to be the Ola. And I'm just going to do the top of each one of these. Nope, I'm going to go ahead and do this whole thing. And you're going to see why in just a minute. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to move my stencil up. And I'm going to get the rest of these leaves. Now notice how all of the leaves on this page are now in view for me. Okay? Come on. There we go. We slipped it up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to use the Ola, and I'm going to start at the tip of each one of these leaves. And I'm going to do it just like I did my purple and my blue. I'm just going to come down a little bit. Y'all, we got to pick on Cindy about calling me. She knew I had a video going on. What's wrong with that girl? All right, so let's talk about some other things that you may want to know. We have a, if you're local, we have a local event that's going on. It's called Pondering Dreams. You can find that in our site. Just go on and search for Pondering Dreams. In that particular event, you are going to get 3 stamps. Let me think about it. You're going to get 3 stamps. You're going to get 2 dies. You're going to get 2 stencils. And you're going to get 2 large packs of 12 by 12 paper. And out of that, we are going to make 12 cards. And we're going to do it on July 19th. We are doing it here in the studio. Unfortunately, this is not an event that I can do online. I'm going to have to do it here in the studio. I'll come up with something else for my beautiful online people at another time. But this one, I'm going to be doing it just in the studio. So one of the other things that you can do if you are online, or you can do it if you're local, and that is participating in our classes. If you are online, just go in, sign up for the class, and put where it asks you to pick a date. Just pick a date and then put on there that you want to do it online. If you're out of the area and you want us to mail you the kit, we will mail you the kit for free. So if there's extras you want to go along with the kits, always feel free to let us know what that is. And again, your shipping with our kits are free. Our kits are $35, but it has $35 worth of products. And for those of you that are not local, it will come with a video showing you all of the things that I taught in class. Now notice how I have gone over this, and now I'm going back over it, just kind of touching it up just a little bit. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? I love this. This is so pretty to me. But I do want to get it finished up. And because I messed up my love, I was never planning on leaving this, which is the reason why I left my adhesive tape on it, because now I'm going to run it through the die cut machine. Only this time I'm going to die cut it. Isn't that the nice thing about the Platinum 6? Oh my God, it just goes from one thing to another. And you don't have to worry about 3 or 4 different machines. It just goes from one piece to another. All right, so I have my plates here. Oop, got a little something extra. Don't need that. I have my plates here. I'm going to put those down. Let's get this all pushed up in here. And I'm going to use my tape. Isn't that smart? Since I have it. And remember, I did this on our watercolors. So you don't have to use that special cotton. You can use just watercolor. Sorry, cotton. She didn't like that very much. But anyway. Alright, so I'm just getting this lined up the way I want it to be. Perfect. I'm going to put it down right there. Notice I'm using the exact same tape that I used when I was doing my better press. And because I've used it before, I'm not too worried about it sticking and pulling on my paper. Alright, let's put our top on and let her roll. Now, you know what? Just out of kicks and giggles, I'm going to see what would happen if I did try to use this love. I don't think it'll work, but what the heck? What do we got to lose, you know? It didn't come out really good, but let's see what happens if I try to make it come out. So I'm going to take a die and we'll put it down on it and see what happens with it. I figure I have nothing to lose, right? May come out pretty good. Wow, it might. Who knows? It definitely moved. No doubt about that. Alright, here we go. We're trying it. We're going to try it. Nothing to lose. Just a little bit of rolling time, right? That's the nice thing about crafting. If you get something and you make a total mess out of it, most things are fixable. Let's see if this is one of them. Let's close her up here. Oh, I'm sorry for banging it. It always does it to me. Alright, now let's see what happens. Pull it out. Not my favorite. I don't know whether I'll use it or not. I may find something else to put down there. Okay, so that's my pieces that I wanted to use here. Now we're going to go ahead and get it mounted on my cardstock. I do need to take a minute and push it down here. There we go. All right, now watch what I do. I'm putting this in the corner of my card, and I am going to put it down flat. I love my glue press, and one day I'm going to teach all of you girls what to do when your glue press doesn't come out the way you want it to. I've learned so many tricks about this, and I really need to do that video for everybody, especially since we've sold hundreds of them, and they are in stock right now. Now notice, it looked like I put a whole lot of glue on there, but look, I didn't put very much at all. It's all thin, thin, thin lines, which is what I love. All right, so we're going to put that right there. Man, I am going to need something at the top. Is this love going to do it for me? Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm always saying that things are fixable. Let's see if I can fix this. I'm just going to grab me out a marker here. And this marker is not even the same color. But we'll see what happens. Oh no, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. Alright, I'm just going to have to do it because I really, really, really want to do this. Okay, while I'm thinking about what I'm going to put up there, I'm going to grab out my little beads here because I am wanting some bling on it. I mean, the purple's as nice, but, you know, I want some bling on it. Where's my little pick-em-upper? It done picked up and gone somewhere. Really? Oh well, I'll use my reversible scissors. I know how to do that too. Alright, so we're going to come back in here and we're going to put down a few dots. I want to make dots out of these. I want these to be another color other than black. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, that's a lot of sequins. But that is okay. You'll see that it really does make the card pop. And I'm also going to show you how I did the card and did it with our hot foil. And you're going to fall in love with that. I know you are. All right, so I've touched them all. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to put some jewels on it. What kind do I want to use? Oh, let's do these. So these jewels are from this calls for confetti. There we go. These might be smaller. I think they are. I think I'll go with these. Love it. Just pull it off, put something else back on it. Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better. And then I've got different sizes in here. So I can put the bigger ones in the middle. Ooh, I'm liking this. These are also from this called for Confetti. And these are just gorgeous. I turn right here where I can see what I'm thinking about though. You girls don't have to do that, do you? Do you have to see what you're thinking about sometime? Yeah, because I want the right sizes in the right place. There's one. Ooh, I like this one. There you go. There's one. Are you seeing? Oh, you need me to move you in? I can do that. There you go. Now you can see what I'm doing. I'm just taking these little round dots and I am putting them on my card. I wonder where my pick 'em up is. That would be perfect at this particular time if it would just kind of show up. Of course, that ain't gonna happen because I'm here by myself. You know, things don't pop up out of the sky when you're here by yourself. All right. So, a couple other things just to kind of let you know what sort of things are going on around here. Our class for the month of June, we're going to be learning how to color skin tones, as well as we're going to learn how to color hair. And we're doing all of that in our June card class. For our June scrapbook class, we're going to be learning how to do how to use the photo dies. Now, photo dies are the absolute bomb. And you can get photo dies in so many shapes and sizes. You may want to go to our site and check out all the different shapes and sizes that we have. And when you want to learn how to use them efficiently, just drop in on one of our classes. We had one last month where you can get the kit for that one. And we had one, we're having one this month if you want to get that one. Now remember, anytime you order a kit from a class that we have done, we always include the video. So the videos are right along with it. And then that way you get to watch it as if you were doing the class at the same time that we did it. All right, I'm liking this. This is pretty. This is pretty. Yeah, it's taking up a little bit of time, but that's okay. All we got's time, right? It runs out, runs out. There you go. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do about that love. That kind of bugged me. It didn't come out after 2 tries. Well, that's because I couldn't keep my hand steady enough to keep it in the right place. There we go. We're putting all these little dots down, and you can see it's taking just a little bit of time, but it's really making a difference in what this card's looking like. And yes, it's a lot more dots than what we normally put down, but who's counting, right? Don't tell Cindy. She'll be down here counting. Make sure I got an odd number. I love that girl. She's funny. All right, we ain't got too many more to go. Love the way these little dots, and as I said, this is these are made by this is calls for Confetti, and I love the way that it gives me the option to put things down. I have laid this down instead of putting it back in the hole. I missed putting any adhesive on that one. And these things work so much better when they have a little bit of adhesive underneath them. each one of these are standing up. So when you get ready to put this card in the mail, this is going to be one of those cards that you're going to put a piece of something over top of it so that it will come out. It will go through the mail without clogging up, okay? So you are going to want to do that. Now I got to decide what I'm going to put on top of this. That's funny. I got lots of things I could put, but my love just messed up. So, let's see. Nope, I got that under my computer. Can't do that either. We're gonna just have to do that love again. What can I say? I really want it to come out purple. I just think it would be so pretty. Alright, so where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Here it is. So we're not gonna need our heart this time. We're only gonna do the love. And we are going to do just a small piece of watercolor paper because we don't need the whole thing, do we? We just need a little piece. Okay. There we go. And we're going to make this thing work. So here we go. Put a little bit of pressure on it. What do you say? This ink does not want to stick. We'll try another one then. There's always more than one way to do something. Let's see if this one works better. As a matter of fact, it does. But it is a different color, but that's okay. We're going to make it work, right? That's our goal, to make this thing happen right. Okay, so let's see. We'll put that piece there. I am just taping it on. You've seen me do this 1,000 times. Let's make sure it's going to be under it. I think it is. Let's see if it comes out this time for us. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to move my computer and go see what I can do about finding another sentiment to go on it. Oh, that worked out perfect. Alright, we're going to need to die cut it out. So, we'll pull this down, pull this down. We can come back in here, pick this up, let it continue to be taped down. And now we got to find our love. Here it is. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. That's going to be pretty. I am taping this down big time, because I don't want it to move as many times as we've had to do this. And that's not the plate I want. There it is. We're going to run it through the machine. Yes, 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 yes. All right, ladies, we are getting there now. Woohoo! That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we're going to keep working on our card, but I do have a new product that I want to show you that we played with when we were doing the Weekender. And I am shaking this up. Hear that little ball in there? This is the Tone on Tone Metallic Spray. And I might would have wanted to have done this before I put all these down, but it really doesn't matter because I am still going to do my spray. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I don't mess up my table. So I am putting out a cloth so that it will go out all the way. And I am going to just do a little bit of a spray, and I am holding it way up in the air over top of it. Look at that. Now you may not be able to see that yet, but you will. You will. All right, let's come back and find our love. What do we do with it? What do we do with it? There it is. We're going to put our love up here in the corner. And I am going to put it down flat. Okay. Put it down right there. I'm going to need a few more gems just because I want to brighten it up a little bit more. So let's do that. Oh, I don't want those big ones though. Here you go. This is the size I want. I would use the big ones on some other places, but not this place. Alright, so if you noticed, I put down 3 dots. And I am going to use a larger dot on one of these. Just not the first one. There. And we'll use a larger one on the side. There. And I think I'll use another one here. I'll make it a larger one as well. There you go. But I don't want a big one right there. So I'm going to reach in here and grab out a medium one. Put it right there. All right. So this is our card. Now I'm going to pull it up close to you because I want you to see that spray. See how it just sprayed just a little bit of a mist? And that's what I wanted. Now I can get this a little darker by spraying it a little more or holding it a little closer. But I really like how it came out without doing all of that. Now, despite the fact that I had to do the love 100 different times, this is still a very easy card to make. As you can see, the stencils and the dies make it super easy. Now, remember, anytime you can run this through your better press, you can also do it under the hot foil. Now, look at that hot foil. Now, I know you girls love the hot foil. Maybe love it more than you do the better press, but the thing that I like is that I have options. And you know, it's kind of tough to tell that this is actually die cut. But I do love both of these cards. And all of these were done with Heart Bloom Bundle. And the Heart Bloom Bundle is made by This Calls for Confetti. All right, I will let you know that I used the Ride the Wave. I used Be Grateful. Of course, I found that lid on the floor. I also used the Forest Glades, and I used the Ola. So those are the colors that I used on this card. And then, of course, I used the Call It Confetti dots as well. And that's what I used to put this card together with today. You'll find all of the pieces on how you can get the Heart Bloom die, stencil, and better press plate on the link below. But remember, catch us. Be sure that you go online and set it up so that you never get left without us. You know, you always want to learn tips and tricks. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on our reels or next month. Bye.